This is going to be a lesson breaking out 3 grooves that I think every drummer needs to know when it comes to reggae music, and that's the one drop, rockers, and steppers. I think that any situation you get put in, if a reggae song is called out, those 3 grooves are going to get you through it. So I wanted to do a quick lesson on that. Now, I am not a reggae master. I just appreciate the style. I love the style, I love listening to it, and I love playing it whenever I get a chance to. And these grooves have really gotten me through some tight pinches where things have been called, or I've gotten into a gig and thought, oh, I need to know this style. So hopefully they'll do the same for you. Now, it goes without saying, you need to go listen to the players. Some good guys to listen to: Sly Dunbar, Winston Grennan, also Carlton Barrett. All of these players are going to be excellent to listen to, because this is a very rich musical style by people that are very proud of their music, and they should be, because of its heritage. And so you need to go listen to it and really absorb it, because that's the only way you're really going to ingest any style. You can know the notes. The notes don't mean a thing if you don't know why you play what is being played. So I encourage you, please go listen, take this lesson in, absorb it, and then go play along to some of your favorite songs. All right, so 3 reggae grooves that I believe every drummer should be aware of. Now, it goes without saying, I've said it earlier, listen to the style, listen to the style, listen to the style. Listen to Winston Grennan, listen to Sly Dunbar, listen to Carlton Barrett. All these guys are great players to listen to, learn what they're doing, learn how they make the music feel. It's hard to do a lesson like this without musicians behind you, because the reason we play what we play is because of the music that is happening. But these are the grooves that you'll need to know to function in that environment. Now, I'm going to normalize the hi-hat pattern. There are a lot of different variations, and you'll hear a lot of different variations on a lot of different recordings, okay? But for this, for this lesson, 2 different things. The way I count it off, now it's a debate as to if you need to count it off in a slow count off, or in a more of a cut time count off. So what does that mean? So instead of counting 1, 2, 3, 4, some people feel, and I've heard it counted both ways by players that are in the reggae world and by players that are out of the reggae world. So it doesn't seem to be a rhyme or a reason. I think it has to do with the feel of the song, is how I would do it. So you can either count it 1, 2, 3, 4, where you're feeling the pulse or the backbeat on 2 and 4 there, or you can count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, where the 3 would be the backbeat. So let me demonstrate counting that. My hi-hat pattern is going to be, I'm going to count it in 4, so it'll be 16th notes: 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and a 4 and 1, 2, 3, or you could count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can count it either way. I've heard it counted both ways. All right, and the second thing is we're going to normalize this hi-hat pattern. Do a lot of variations. We're just going to do 16th notes, and we're going to be focusing on that skank beat. Is what they refer to that as, and that's going to be the upbeats, because you're going to have piano, you'll have guitar. All of them are going to be referring to that many times, and so so you'll need to become comfortable with the upbeats there. So the 1 drop is just what it sounds like. We drop 1, nothing hits except occasionally a hi-hat will hit. The emphasis is on the backbeat, and the backbeat is usually played with the kick drum and sometimes with a snare drum accompanying it, but more often with a rim click accompanying it. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So the 1 drop is exactly what it sounds like. We drop the 1. The only thing that will hit on the 1 is going to be the hi-hat at times. 1. Okay, I've got 16th notes here. I'm accenting the upbeat. And again, we're going to avoid that one with the kick drum. Now, a great song to listen to for this is 1 Drop by Bob Marley. That's a great song to listen to. It's the name of the groove. It's the name of the song. And so refer to that one and listen to it to try to really get the feel for what this is. Let me demonstrate it. 1, 2, 3. And that brings us to the second one. That's going to be the rockers. Now the rockers groove is going to have a heavy emphasis on the downbeats. Okay, so if we're playing 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're playing 1, 2, 3, 4, it's going to be on the 1 and the 3. Okay, but if we're playing 1, 2, 3, 4, if I'm counting it there, it's going to be on all of the downbeats, and it's called a rockers because it really references a lot of the rock and the R&B that was going on at that time. Sly Dunbar and Robbie Shakespeare are the ones that were kind of credited with coming up with this groove, and Sly got a lot of his influences from listening to American R&B and disco drummers at the time, like Earl Young, those types of players, and so that's where he came up with this. Now, oftentimes, but not always, there's an emphasis on the downbeat in all parts of the music, okay, and the bass and the rhythm section, and so with this groove, oftentimes you'll see it played. And when you hear it played, you'll hear the kick on 1 and the snare drum on 2 like a basic rock groove. I've also heard it with the kick drum on 1 and the kick drum on 2 with a rim click. All right, so essentially a 1 drop, but hitting the downbeat as well. And I'll play it both ways so that you can hear what that sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4. I always want to leave you something to listen to whenever you go away from the lesson. So a great example of a rocker's groove is Spongy Reggae by Black Uhuru. You can go listen to that and look that up and listen to that. That's going to be kind of a quintessential rockers type groove. And the third groove we have is the steppers groove. The steppers groove is it's also referred to as a 4 on the floor groove. A great example of this is a song called Red, Gold, and Green by Burning Spear. You can hear a great example of a steppers groove on there. This is a groove where if we're counting it like we are, the kick drum essentially comes on the 8th notes, all right? And a lot of, in the late 70s, early 80s, a lot of the two-tone ska bands that came back around adopted this in their song form. So we're looking at the Selector and the Beat. And then on into the 90s, you had bands like Goldfinger with Here in Your Bedroom. Okay, so that's something that you would hear on like a two-tone ska revival type of a group, or a lot of the punk Operation Ivy. Those kinds of groups kind of brought it into what they were doing as well. So what is it exactly? Well, we're going to keep the groove the same. 16th notes on the hi-hat, accenting that upbeat. We're going to have the again, the rim click on 2 and 4 if we're counting it the way we are. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 if we're feeling that in 4. And then I'm going to put 8th notes on my kick drum. Again, go listen to Red, Gold, and Green by Burning Spear. It's a great song to reference this, but let me demonstrate this for you. 1, 2, 3, 4.